Years ago, when I first started studying, one of the first books that I studied, it's called the Mukhtasar of al-Akhdari. And in it, he begins with a section on the purification of the heart. And one of the things that he lists out as a prohibition, that a Muslim, a seeker of knowledge, a person who's trying to attain a spiritual station, one of the things that is prohibited for the Muslim is that al-aklu bid-dini, that they're consuming through the religion. Now at the time, the Shaykh explained it to me, and they said a person who uses the deen, who uses the faith, who uses practice of the deen, and who shows the deen to gain some monetary consumption. So for years, I used to explain this to people as saying a person puts on the cloak of the deen, puts on, grows the beard, wears the turban, puts on the robe, puts on a hijab, puts on a niqab, whatever it is, whatever clothing, whatever things would get people to think that this is a person of the deen, and now uses that to consume wealth, get a job or so forth. And they're doing it solely for the purpose of money. If a person does things for the sake of God, for the sake of Allah, and in addition would like to take a salary with that, there's no problem with that. Imam of a masjid, Quranic teacher, so forth. The problem is when a person's primary intention is to seek wealth through the deen. So this is prohibited. But what I used to tell people was just in related to monetary things, monetary exchange, that this person sets themselves, him or herself up, and they're getting money. But then years of being in the community and seeing relationships between teachers and students and shuyukh and the groups around them, what I found is that it goes beyond just consuming wealth. It goes into consuming their time. It's not a cliche to say time is money. If you donate your time to an organization or to a person, you're giving them some wealth. It's not physical wealth, but it's time that you could be using to do something else, to be gaining wealth. So if a teacher is taking advantage of their students and demanding their time, that's also consuming through use of the religion. Or in more recent cases where people will actually use the student-teacher platform to not only get married. Marriage is fine, and it's sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. The problem comes where people start abusing that, and they start the secret second marriages on the platform of the deen. So a student becomes close, or they go out on the speaker circuit, they go out on the road, and then all of a sudden now here's a young sister who's sincerely trying to seek the deen and putting this teacher, remember that relationship that's in between them, it's already not commensurate. This is why corporations are really against dating in the chain of command, because they recognize that it might not be a sincere relationship. If you're dating somebody that's below you in your chain of command, it's very possible that they're only dating with that person, even though it's a consensual relationship, but they're dating them and they're having their intimacy and so forth because of preservation of their job or possibility of promotions or so forth. So it's very, very tricky when you're in that type of hierarchy structure. The same thing applies in the sheikh-student relationship. If a sheikh is out there presenting themselves and now sisters are studying and he's proposing to them marriage, especially second marriage, secret second marriage, multiple secret second marriage, this is an abuse of that trust. And those are red flags that should be going off in everybody's mind.